Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are playing a 5-color ramp control deck. And it's pretty exciting. Have you heard about the changes to Standard coming out this fall? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, named by an AI as the most powerful voice in Magic Card related videos, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Yes, thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Word to your mother. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by TayMalice, called 5-Color Ramp. 5-Color Ramp. Before that, let's talk about Standard. Whoa, what's that? I'm actually going to talk about something that I hinted at in the preface to the video. Absolutely. So today they just said that Standard, as of this fall, is going to be on a 3-year rotation cycle. 3-year. And that all of the stuff that was going to be rotating out in this fall is actually sticking around until 2024. So that means Crimson Vow, Midnight Hunt, Kamigawa, Streets of New Capenna, they were supposed to rotate out, staying around. Now, the number one thing that comes to me out of that, we get another year with Toxrill. Toxrill! All right, so I don't know. There may be more. We'll have to think about it. But just want to give you heads up on that news. We got another year with those 4 sets in Standard. All right, so let's get to the deck. So we got the 5-color ramp. Let's go through what's in here, and we'll figure out how we're going to crush people with it. Ossification pins down creatures and or planeswalkers. This one draws you cards. This one gets you a treasure troll, gives you some treasure, and eventually a Kiki Jiki you can copy other guys. Archangel of Wrath is a nice 3/4 with flying and lifelink. You can kick it to do additional damage. Invasion of Zendikar gets you 2 lands that go straight into the battlefield. You can crack that egg open and get yourself a 4/4 hasty vigilant mana thing. Sunfall wipes the board and then incubates X, which X equals number of creatures exiled. Leyline Binding gets rid of target non-land thing for usually pretty darn cheap. This guy is a new weird guy that comes into play. They mill, everybody mills, and then you get to put one, non-land card into play from each player without playing their mana cost. It's pretty kick-ass, because once you get to 7 mana, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Plus, he has the ability for 10 to turn into an 11-level trample indestructible. And whenever you deal damage to a player, they get that many poison counters. This is insane-o. It's insane. Herd Migration. You could pay 2 to use it to go look for a land, and then you get 3 life. But you can use the domain cost. You pay the 7 to get X 3/3 beasts, which is equal to each basic land type amongst land you controls. That's what all these tri-lands are for. And then Atraxa, he puts it out as a 7/7 flying vigilant death touch lifelink. But then you reveal the top 10 cards, and you get to pull 1 of each type into your hand. And so basically she loads you up with everything awesome. And is awesome unto herself. Doesn't have haste because she doesn't have red. Mirrex allows you to put out little tiny 1/1 toxic dudes that cannot block. Other than that, we got a nice collection of lands. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to do a lot of control and a bunch of rampiness, possibly wipe the board, and then get out some big guys that are going to kick some booty. All right, so let's go out there and let's take care of business. Before we do, let's say our prayers to Toxrill, who will be with us for another 1.5 years. Dear Black King Toxrill, who lives within the dark chambers of our hearts, please hear our prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and hear the lamentation of the women. I'm playing against pduguid. pduguid. It's a lot of green mana. Need to use this to get me some white. First strike as long as another under control. Okay, great. It's first strike, is that what it said? It's not that big of a deal. Alright, we'll pick this one off. Ossify. Put her on there. People are getting really creepy against those ossifications there. Alright, I'm going to put out an Archangel. She just has a nice big butt. She can protect herself from a sword-sworn cavalier. Alright, let's go ahead and get some more mana. What do we have there? I need black, I need red. That's if we get an Atraxa at any particular point. Yep, black and red. Let's see. And we'll throw that right there. Crack that egg open. You do something kooky? Nope. Welcome, Awakened Skyclave. It's good to see you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. I can flash in with the Leyline Binding at any time. You don't have any blue open. It'd be horrible to get all those beasts killed. They're kind of an end game. Have the board wiped, that would be super bad. Really, I just gotta watch out for 4 mana, is what I'm worried about there. He's looking at his cards a lot. He doesn't have an idea of what to do. He doesn't have any abilities whatsoever. And we win! Touchdown! Lava Bears! Rank up! Alright, up against rbeeghly. Rebethly. That's a lot of letters. Beefly? Beefly? Is that really an F sound? It's really hard to say. English is stupid. Mono red again! Alright, fantastic. Tell you what, why don't we Leyline Bind after the enchantment? That one always seems to be the bigger pain in the butt. They've been always having a second one ready to go. And we stalled out on mana. That's not good. Alright, let's clear the board. I know they love that crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what do we got here? We've got no black. Oh, we got black there. I don't think it matters what we pull at this point. Let's just pull a black and a red. And he passes it over to me, in which case we get to see Atraxa. Alright, we're going to choose up to 5. What are we going to pull here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's number 5 here? There? Crew up, Atraxa. Get behind the wheel. And crack that egg open. Welcome, my friend. And we got discard now, huh? Feels like we got lots of land. Vengeful little jerk. You got 2 more of those? You know, I got another one. I'll just play this game though. Herd migration, sure. Nope. Ow! I think it's too late. Cancel. I slipped past me, my friends. I slipped past me. I was too excited. Burn down the house. Good call. Let's get one of these beasts behind the wheel. Ah! That was 11. Alright, so we got Ossification. Does he take out Planeswalkers? Cool. Not that you're going to be able to do much. Just me on my brutality not allowing you to do anything. He's digging for China. He's looking for anything that's going to help him. 1. And we win. Victory! Alright, playing against Pale Green Pants. All the things to name yourself after. Pale Green Pants. Alright. 2 mana. Keep. Alright, Pale Green Pants. Come on, my man. Guess we can open some pods. Nothing to do with 1, so we can be nice and slow that first turn. Now the choices are, do we put out Bankbuster or do we just start digging for the land? I think we just start digging for the land. Bankbuster can get us a lot of things, but not necessarily land, and land is what we need. This is a guaranteed. But what we need is white. White. He's coming at it. If we leave it out there as a target, he'll just keep at it, and that'll be fine. Okay, well, we got 6. We need 7 for that. And that's a long way to go to wait to get herd migration. I'll probably just use it for mana. Not in a race for mana, because I got a lot of extra to put down at this moment. See, if we're playing against mono red, we'd be down to like 7 by now. And with no creatures to block. So what I'm thinking is that we'll give this into a target, put out the Leyline to take it out. Really don't see any equipment cards coming out here. Still going at it slow. All right, so there's that. See what we could draw. Hopefully it's not just a land. Atraxa is a good hit. That's a whole lot of nothing. Okay, we can flash this in any time. That's good. All right, where are we going with this? This is getting slow. All right, we get a 1/1 out of the deal. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Getting closer. Come on, pale green pants. You can do it. All right, and now let's go ahead and put out the Archangel. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do maybe something. Let's try that out. Red. Question, should I go after Nidhiri? Because why not, right? I mean, I can do whatever it is, 2 points to our opponent's face. I'll go after that Planeswalker. And I don't think the Planeswalker's got anything good going on. But, yeah, 6 looks a little dangerous. We get down to 4. Crew up. You gonna shoot now? Oh, the humanity. Well, it was a good plan. Our pal, Pale Green Pants, has no sleeves and no pet. What a weird situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are we demanding up here? Bird migration! My bird can't go too far before the falls into the lava pit. That's not a good place to be. We got 5 of them. That's not a whole lot of anything. More equipment. Okay, well, I got 18. Right to the face. And we win. Suck it, suckerfish. Can't believe you made me take that long. Alright, playing against Navillus. Navillus. Alright, let's keep it with 3 lands. We got go digging for a 4th right there. These guys are essentially mana ramps as well. I kind of want to look at his card back, but it's not giving me the time to do that. Alright, let's go looking for another land. White is usually what we need. Yoink. Yep, I definitely needed the white. I'm coming for you, Leyline. No, I'm good. Let's try this to start off with. You gonna protect it? So I can flash these in any time, which means I can wait till he loses out on mana. There's another. Let's try it again. Gonna waste another one? Okay, I can flash it in now. Or I could just wait until he tries to play a little bit of something more, which is probably the best thing to do. Perfect, let's try that. I know you still got 1 mana there, but I'm going to try. There we go. It took me 3 tries. Apparently that's the only creature you had in your deck. Victory! Up against Maccabee. Maccabee. Keep. What are we doing for 2 mana? Well, we can ossify. Maybe we'll even be able to Leyline Bind. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up some more mana along the way. Here you go, Cubert. There's some Energon cubes for you. As Fat Butt Lightning, or was it Rainbow Butt, comes out of the ground. That guy awarded 2. God, do I care? Prowess, huh? Better 2 now than 3 in the bush. He's shooting. Shoot me in the face. This is a control deck, my friend. All right, so I got plenty of white. Like blue and black, maybe? Let's see. Got plenty of blue, black. Like I need red, I guess. Let's take a look here. What do I need? Red and black. Do I even have... There's a black right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's trying to go straight to my face with what he's got in his hands. Fine, we'll take the green. All right, now we can to Atraxa this baby. All right, herd migration. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. And we win. That was kind of brutal on our part. Victory! All right, so here we are with 5-color ramp by TayMalice. And it was a fantastic deck. Really, really, really good. Let me go back to my list here. I ended up having a 63% win rate. But big decks that I had problems with mono red. I mean, I took out mono red twice. But then twice I lost to mono red. Just, this what happened is that this deck can be slow as you're attempting to try to build your land base. As you can see, all you got is Ossification to kind of hold things down. If you don't get to that, you're not getting to anything until turn 4. And by that point, mono red's usually got you killed. So yeah, mono red is not your best friend when it comes to this deck. But other than that, this deck does super good. It does very well. Let's talk about what the MVP of this deck was here. It was, I got to say, it's herd migration, probably because of the fact for 7, you're popping out usually 5 3/3 beasts, which is an in-game maneuver. But then for 2, you can use it to go and get mana. Now, you put it in your hand, so it's incredibly slow mana. I mean, for throwing away a perfectly good card like this, I would hope it just go directly into play tapped or something. That's what I would appreciate. But I'm willing to accept it, and I'm going to call this particular card my MVP. Now, this goes all the way back to Brothers War. I think let's see, what are 2 new cards in here? Yeah, it's Etali and Sunfall. And I guess we got this Invasion right there. Those are your 3 cards that come from Mom. Atraxa is what makes this deck super cool as well. You have everything but red because Urbrask did not help participate in the creating of Atraxa. And Atraxa helps you get like a ton of other cards. And, you're usually looking for Ossifications or Leyline Binding, just anything to help pin your opponent down. Sunfall is so great though. Problem is that like usually because you've done such a good job of pinning down your opponent's stuff, there's usually not that many creatures out. And so your incubate's only for like 2 or 3 maybe. It's not as high as you'd hope it could be. But that's of your own decision. So do what you can, right? Plus you can nuke your own guys if you can put out a bunch of little dudes. That would also help that Sunball become even much better than that. All right, so was this deck competitive at a 63% win rate? I'm going to say yes, it was. It was a competitive deck. I took this over onto ranked, and I thought it did a very good job out there as well. I mean, but you're not going to do great against mono red, but when you're not playing against mono red, you're going to do a pretty decent job. You just need a couple of turns to breathe at the beginning of the game. So you just got to watch out for that aggro. Those are the people that are going to be your problem. Unfortunately, aggro is super meta on the standard ranked meta right now. So maybe this isn't it. But for just standard casual play, this deck is super good. Number 2, was this deck fun? Was it fun? I'm not prepared for a lot of the questions, things that I ask myself every single day. It felt like it was mostly just about building your mana base between Invasion of Zendikar, putting out your incredibly slow lands, herd migration. You're just building land. You put out Reckoner Bankbuster, hoping to build more lands. Because look at this 7, 7, 7. This guy really isn't anything, but it's a lot of sevens that you're trying to build towards. And that's where the fun begins. Archangel of Wrath gives you the ability to lay down, but things is you end up putting it out at 4 because you got practically nothing going on beforehand. And you need something with a big butt to help you defend. But what you really want to do is wait so you can kick it at 5 or 6. And it's just like, I just don't want to wait that long. You really just don't have it in you. Now, of course, you're going to get this late in the game. Great. You put it out. You can start shooting for an additional 4 points of damage. Yeah, man, that's going to work out pretty well. I'm just a part-time plumber, baby. You got nothing on me, Copper. Boom, boom. Okay, so yes, is it fun? At the beginning, it's slow. It's painful. You're building your land. You're not really doing a whole lot. But then after that, yes, man. Sunfall, Atraxa, herd migration. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on up here. It is pretty fun when that works out. I'm going to pull back on the fun, though, because a fun deck is fun from the very beginning. Is this deck interesting? Yeah. I mean, why am I hedging on this? The reason I think it's interesting is mostly because it's got some relatively new cards in there. Sunfall, Etali. These are the cards that interest me the most right now. The invasions, they're okay. I like what this thing does as far as ramping. This is a good card for that. It definitely lets you jump from 4 to 6 almost immediately. Atraxa, we've had for a while. She's pretty much, most people give up as soon as you play Atraxa. But it's because we're playing with new cards. That's why this is an interesting deck. It's a decent deck. It works well. It's going to get boring and less interesting the more we play these cards. All right, so let's add that up. Competitive, more or less. Fun, more or less. Interesting, for the most part. It's not a deck that plays interestingly, but it's got some interesting cards in it. So I'm just going to give this deck, a straight A, just because it's a good deck. It's a fantastic deck, but it's missing the spice of life, right? It's missing that little bit extra that's just so fantastic. This isn't going to make my most fun decks list. It's a good deck. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. We'll just have to see. What do we got? Like another 3 weeks to go? This could be on the most fun list. We'll see. All right, so I give it a straight A. Therefore, all I have to say about this is that if you choose to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.